Press briefing by the Rivers State House of Assembly on the state of governance in Rivers State. By me, Honorable Enemi Alabo George, Chairman House Committee on Information and spokesperson for the 10th Assembly of Rivers State. Today, Friday, 14th March, 2025. Dear Rivers people, dear Nigerians, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, it has become imperative for us, the 10th Assembly of Rivers State, to address the public regarding certain developments in the governance of our dearly beloved state. Recall that after the Supreme Court's judgment on the budget of our state, it became absolutely necessary for the Governor of Rivers State, His Excellency, Siminalayi Fubara, to present the Appropriation Bill to the legislature for consideration and passage. Also recall that immediately after the judgment, this House wrote to the Governor, calling on him to immediately present the budget for speedy consideration. It was our hope that by the 15th of March 2025, we would have concluded the process of passing the Appropriation Bill into law, so as to give us enough time to approach the federal government to release funds meant for our state, which have been seized by the judgments of the Supreme Court. This we did in the interest of our dear state and in pursuit of peace, recognizing that no government can function optimally without a harmonious coexistence between the executive and the legislature. This letter was rejected, and the staff of the House of Assembly who attempted to deliver the mails were brutalized at the gates of the government house and sent back. Undeterred by this, the House resorted to use the courier service to deliver the mail. The governor did not heed to our call, nor did he demonstrate any intention to. Ladies and gentlemen, recall again that the judgment of the Supreme Court invalidated the appointment of most of the commissioners in the states. To bridge this gap and to avoid a vacuum, the House immediately wrote to the governor to submit the list of commissioners for immediate screening. Our letter was again rejected at the government house, and we once again resorted to deliver the mail through a courier service. Rather than heed our call, the governor instructed them to go to court against us, which they have now done. The governor went further to instruct all ministries, agencies, and departments of government not to receive any correspondence from the Rivers State House of Assembly nor communicate with us in any manner. Last week, we were told that on his way to Ogoni for a program, the governor made a stopover at the gate of the House of Assembly quarters to grant an interview to the press. In that interview, he claimed that he had sent a letter to the House of Assembly indicating his intention to visit and present the Appropriation Bill, a claim we found rather astonishing, as no such letter was received by the House of Assembly. His aides later alleged that they forwarded a letter through WhatsApp to some members of the House, which was also awkward, unprofessional, and embarrassing. As I speak, the social media space is awash with stories about a purported letter from the governor to the House of Assembly expressing his intention to visit the House to present the Appropriation Bill for the year 2025. Nothing can be further from the truth. We wish to state categorically that there is no such letter before the House of Assembly nor any of its staff. We challenge the governor and his aides to produce an acknowledgement copy of such a letter or any evidence that such a letter was sent or received by the House of Assembly. It is absolutely untrue and unfortunate. The general public must, as a matter of importance, ignore such a claim. It is now very obvious that if at all there was such a letter, the intended recipient was not the legislature, not the House of Assembly, but the public. And the clear intention was to play to the gallery, whip up public sentiments, demonize the House of Assembly, and set the public against us. This is demeaning, denigrating, and perilously unfortunate. The governor's actions demonstrate a lack of sincerity in resolving this impasse. The governor continues to try to bully and blackmail the legislature into submission. The governor must be reminded that the House of Assembly is not an appendage of the executive, and its members are not his slaves, bond servants, or serfs. We are an independent arm of government in line with the principles of horizontal separation of powers as expressed in the Constitution, Section 4, Section 5, and Section 6. It is in responding to this attitude that the Supreme Court, in its judgment, said, and I quote, "A government cannot be said to exist without one of the three arms that make up the government or the state under the 1999 Constitution. In this case, the executive arm of government has chosen to collapse the legislature to enable him govern without the legislature as a despot. As it is, there is no government in Rivers State." That was the exact words of the Supreme Court. We had hoped that such strong words from the Supreme Court will help purge the governor of such despotic ways. Dear Rivers people, dear Nigerians, gentlemen of the press, our state must move forward. As an assembly, we are severely solicitous of progress for our state. All of us cannot be held to ransom by one man's ego. All of us must join hands to plead with the governor to do the right thing in the right and lawful way so our states can make progress. This assembly has borne the brunt of this crisis. We have endured immense hardship. We have been battered almost beyond our carrying capacity. We have been punished unduly and unfairly for trying to perform our constitutional duties. Our governor must not extend this punishment to Rivers people. No. Please no. We must not allow it. We have seen hell. Our hallowed chamber was burnt down by the governor. The House of Assembly complex was brought down by the governor, totally demolished alongside our personal effects and belongings. Our speaker's residence was brutally attacked. Our residential quarters was mindlessly invaded. Our allowances have been seized for about 1 year and 6 months now. We still continue to suffer. Yet, we are resolved to put all this behind us in the interest of our state so that our states can move forward. We cannot afford to punish our people because of our ego and personal interests. Ladies and gentlemen, we have aged pensioners who must receive their pensions. We have our teachers in public schools who we depend on for our children to be educated. They must be paid their salaries. We have government hospitals and health centers which our people depend on for discounted and affordable medical services. We have public schools which depend on public funds for their daily running. The governor is toying with the lives and livelihoods of Rivers people. Let us please all call on him to do the right thing in the interest of our states and its people, to put his personal interest behind and put the interests of the entirety of Rivers people at the fore. Thank you, and God bless you.